Hi everyone, my name is Courtney Block and I am the User Engagement Librarian at IU Southeast. I am here today talking to you from my office about some of my favorite books. Before I begin, let me just remind you that there are a number of ways that you can access the books that I'm going to talk about. The first way that you can access the books is to double check the library's catalog to see if we have a digital version. You can also see if we have a physical copy that can be mailed to you via the library's brand new mailing service. You can also double check the website of HathiTrust, who in a partnership with Indiana University is providing online access to books owned by the IU libraries. Don't forget to double check your local public libraries as well. Public libraries offer downloadable ebooks and e-audiobooks and so many other online resources that are available to you. So with that, let's get started with my all-time favorite author, Ralph Waldo Emerson. Now this is the Essential Writings of Ralph Waldo Emerson, and it's my favorite because it contains the majority of his essays and writings. My favorite work of his is Nature, which talks about humankind's connection with the world around us. Now, Emerson was at the center of the Transcendental movement. And I like this compendium of his works because it's a wonderful philosophical discussion of our place in the world and our connection with nature, and offers a really wonderful look into the mind of an American transcendental writer. Now, if you're into short stories, one of my favorite short story authors is EUDORA Welty, and this is the collected stories of EUDORA Welty. Now, Welty is a classic American author who writes about the Deep South, and this is a wonderful collection and one of my personal favorites because her short stories are so poignant and have a tendency to linger with you long after you've finished them. One of my recent favorites, I just finished this one a couple of days ago, is The Ice Queen by Alice Hoffman. In this novel, Alice Hoffman weaves a story about a woman who is a victim of a lightning strike. And after she is struck by lightning, she develops these strange abilities which sets her on a quest to understand more about her abilities and also more about a community of fellow lightning strike survivors that she finds. If you like to be scared, I would recommend author Paul Tremblay. This book, which is a very loved and worn copy, as you can see, is a head full of ghosts, which chronicles a family who is dealing with some strange experiences in their home involving possession and exorcism. It is a wonderfully spooky read, and I dare you to read it in the middle of the night. One of my favorite recent nonfiction reads is The Flip, subtitled Epiphanies of Mind and the Future of Knowledge by Dr. Jeffrey Kripal. Now in this book, he is urging us to combine the sciences and the humanities in a more philosophical way. He talks about the divide between these disciplines, but he also talks a lot in here about consciousness and spirituality, and it's a wonderfully philosophical look about the divide between these disciplines. Some other favorite authors of mine are Sue Monk Kidd. She just came out with a book titled The Book of Longings, but she also wrote my personal favorite, which is The Mermaid Chair. If you're into young adult literature, you will want to check out the works of Shay Earnshaw. My favorite book by her is titled The Wicked Deep, which is set in a small coastal community that is plagued each summer by the ghost of 3 young women who were drowned hundreds of years prior. They come back to enact their vengeance on the town every summer. And it is a wonderful read, and you do not have to be a teenager or young adult to enjoy young adult literature, might I add. So these are just some of my favorite books and some of my favorite authors, and I hope you have enjoyed this short video. Thank you.